What happens when a fiercely resilient woman wakes up trapped in a terrifying state of medical forced proximity, locked inside a coma, able to hear everything around her, but completely unable to move or speak, while her fracturing mind desperately tries to piece together whether her devoted husband or a dangerous figure from her past put her there? In Sometimes I Lie, the mind-bending, claustrophobic, and internationally best-selling psychological thriller by Alice Feeney, listeners are treated to an absolute masterclass in unreliable narration, domestic paranoia, and deep psychological relationship angst. The narrative centers on Amber Reynolds, a sharp-witted radio presenter who has spent her life building an impenetrable wall of cold indifference and coping mechanisms to mask deeply buried childhood traumas and a dark history of manipulation. Her structured world hits an absolute wall when a devastating car accident leaves her paralyzed in a hospital bed, forcing her to navigate a high-stakes timeline alternating between her current helpless reality, the tense days leading up to the crash, and chilling childhood diaries from 20 years ago. As her husband and her estranged sister engage in suspicious, low-pitched verbal sparring right beside her bed, an electric current of mistrust and hidden past secrets is dragged into the light. The story thrives on an intense, internal, psychological protective frenzy. Though physically helpless, Amber's mind operates with calculating dominance as she analyzes every visitor to protect her own survival. When shocking revelations breach her mental perimeter and she realizes a predatory entity is actively trying to ensure she never wakes up, her defensive barriers completely shatter, forcing a dark, unhinged survival instinct to take over. The audiobook experience transforms this white-knuckle thriller into an absolutely addictive auditory ride, utilizing a brilliant, universally acclaimed solo narration that perfectly mirrors Amber's mounting panic, her cold, cynical internal monologues, and the unsettling vulnerability of a woman screaming behind her own eyes. Seamlessly blending a ticking clock hospital mystery with heavy domestic strain and jaw-dropping plot twists, Feeney delivers a powerhouse narrative of memory and deception, leaving audiences questioning everything up until the final, breathlessly dark conclusion.